Good evening, Nick. It is Wednesday? Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. 11th of March. And today's video comes to you in three parts. Part 1, my punishment. So, Nick, I really like your punishment idea, and I'm definitely going to do it. It's just not going to be today because I'm a working adult. And unfortunately, with how early I've been having to go in for work, I just literally don't have the time to do it. And so I promise it will be done. I'll do it this weekend in time for Monday's video. And I really hope you actually understand. Don't punish me again for this one. I will do the punishment, I promise. Also, Nick, I uploaded the second video late on purpose because, you were engaging in tyranny, Nick. I had to fight your tyranny. Basically, I was just going to keep uploading videos late until you finally gave me a punishment because, rules and stuff. I don't know. Have we done a video on rules yet? I think we should do a video on rules. Part 2 is nice weather. I know that several moons ago I made a video about how much I like snow. It's interesting and it's part of the equilibrium of the universe, but thankfully the equilibrium of the universe is swinging back towards melting snow. It's made my life a lot better, and I'm hoping it's making your life better, Nick. Don't get me wrong, there's a certain kind of fun in, what's it called? Cold. And things kind of fading away, and all old things have to fade away in order for the new things to fill their place. But Nick, I find it very exciting when the new things fill the place, when the new leaves start to grow on the trees, all the flowers start to come up. I really like to grow flowers, Nick. I like when there's not ice patches where I'm trying to parallel park. That's also very nice. It's not spring yet, but Nick, I'm wishing you happy shorts weather. Part 3, Civil Disobedience. So, not just a book written by Henry David Thoreau, I think civil disobedience is maybe an important part to our kind of talk about rules, regulations, law enforcement, because we talked about a lot about rules, and there are a lot of good rules out there, Nick, but what do we do when there are bad rules? Now, Nick, there's like a plethora of super extreme examples that I can pick, but I would go speeding. Dylan, that's absurd. Why would you talk about speeding and civil disobedience? Because it's a great example. Bite me. I mean, Nick, thousands of, probably even millions of people speed and break the speed limit every single day. Every single day. And that's because sometimes speed limits are just like absurdly low. Don't get me wrong, speed limits are really important, and they've been known to help save lives, but for the most part, people are going to drive speeds that they're comfortable with, independent of what the speed limits are. There was actually a really good study that I read about some road, I believe it was up in like Massachusetts or something, but they actually found that raising the speed limit lowered the amount of deaths, because by bringing people up to the speed that a lot of people already drove, there were a lot less people switching lanes, and it's the switching lanes really often that actually caused more accidents than the speeding in and of itself. So yeah, Nick, I think that juries are important, I think judges are important, I think the laws are important, but I think it's also important to examine which laws are good and which laws are not so good, and how can we fix them in a way that's really meaningful to people. Because just discussing the law in and of itself is not enough. We need to know the implications of those laws and whether they're actually helping. Nick, thank you for implementing our rules and giving me a punishment, which I'll definitely do this weekend for Monday, and I hope to see you on Friday.